Alright, let's dive into this. So, Carrie Johnson's daughter Romy is being called her mini-me because of their matching blonde hair. On the surface, this seems like a sweet, feel-good story about a celebrity kid. But wait, why do we even care? Why does the media constantly highlight how children of public figures look like their parents? Personally, I think it's because we're obsessed with the idea of legacy. We want to see the next generation as extensions of the people we admire, or criticize. But here's the thing, Romy's just 4 years old. She hasn't done anything yet. Yet, we're already framing her identity through her mother's image. That's heavy, right? It makes me wonder, are we projecting our own nostalgia onto kids, or are we setting up unrealistic expectations for them to live up to? Now, the photo itself, a gingham dress, a crocheted hat, baby pink Crocs. Adorable? Sure. But let's not ignore the subtext. Carrie's Instagram post is curated to perfection. It's not just a snapshot, it's a lifestyle brand. The July Best Bits carousel isn't just sharing memories, it's selling an aspirational fantasy. And that's where the real story is. Why do we assume these posts reflect reality? In my opinion, the line between genuine family moments and marketing is blurrier than ever. Every pic of Romy's hair or Poppy's red curls feels calculated. Maybe not maliciously, but it's part of a larger trend where even parenthood becomes content. Then there's the Cotswolds holiday. Luxury hotels, picnics with champagne fridges, alpaca walks. On paper, it's a fairy tale. But here's what stood out to me, Carrie mentions the car breaking down at a local dogging spot. That's the raw, unfiltered moment that actually feels real. Yet, she frames it as a funny anecdote. This duality fascinates me. Celebrities like Carrie have to balance relatability with exclusivity. If everything's flawless, we roll our eyes. But if there's one tiny mishap, a broken down car, a spilled drink, they become human. It's a masterclass in PR. But what does that mean for her kids? When your childhood is documented through this lens, does it shape how you see yourself? And let's talk about Boris for a sec. He's the ex-PM, but in these photos, he's just dad playing with the kids. The media rarely shows political figures in this light. Why? Because vulnerability doesn't fit the caricature. Boris Johnson's legacy is messy, but here he is, smiling on a picnic blanket. Does this humanize him, or is it just another layer of image control? What many people don't realize is that families like the Johnsons are constantly negotiating their private lives with public consumption. Every post, every outfit, every location, it's all a chess move in the game of reputation. So, stepping back, what's the bigger picture here? These photos aren't just about a family vacation. They're about how we consume celebrity, politics, and parenthood in 2023. We're addicted to the illusion of perfection, but we also crave the authentic cracks in it. Carrie Johnson's Instagram is a tightrope walk between those two forces. And honestly, it's exhausting. As viewers, we're complicit. Every time we double tap that heart emoji, we're telling them to keep performing. But here's the question, at what point does the performance overshadow the reality? And for Romy, who's already being called a living doll, does she even get to decide who she is? Or is that choice already made for her?